Following a fraud at the bank, an investigation has identified Jarvis as a syndicate member and the main suspect. He's a degreed, middle-aged man in a management position, and he's being interviewed by Roxy, an internal fraud examiner, as part of the investigation process. The interview is nearing its end.
Jarvis, you've admitted your involvement in the fraud and that you were a member of a syndicate. Please explain why you decided to become involved rather than reporting being approached.
My immediate response is that I did not think I would get caught. I had begun living beyond my means and gambling heavily. Even though I earned a good salary, I was in debt, and when I was approached by the syndicate, I thought I could get out of my debt with relative ease. After all, I am a manager, so I have access to a lot of information and systems, and my behavior was unlikely to be questioned by my team. I also came to work earlier and left later so that I could do what I needed to do without potential witnesses. I knew the information would probably be used for something illegal, but as I had always been a good worker and a trusted employee, I did not think anyone would even consider me as a suspect, and I rationalized that the bank owed me for my years of service, and if it lost money through the syndicate, the loss would be covered by insurance. All of what I have said is true, but there's something else. You see, I was also frightened. One evening as I arrived home from work, I saw the syndicate member who had approached me drive slowly past my house. He just smiled at me as he drove away. Even though he never said anything to me, it was clear to me that he knew where I lived, and I didn't want to risk having him visit me.
You have already said that you won't give the bank any information about the syndicate members you were in contact with. Do you understand that you will then take the full consequences of this on your own?
I understand, but as I've already stated, I'm frightened of the syndicate. What's the worst that can happen to me? I might be fired, but I'm a bright guy, so I'll get another job.
No, Jarvis, this isn't the worst that can happen. You will have to face a disciplinary inquiry where, if found guilty, you will be dismissed and listed on reds, which will prevent you getting another job in the financial services industry. But, more importantly, the bank follows a zero-tolerance approach to fraud. The bank is going to open a criminal case against you, and you will be arrested. Thereafter, you will be tried and charged of fraud, and if you are found guilty, you will probably spend time in prison.
My family and friends will be so disappointed in me. I do not know how I will face them. My colleagues had such trust in me and I betrayed them all. I am so very sorry.
I wish you had come to us, Jarvis. We would have tried to help you or to support you.